Hello everybody, it's of course me, the Invertebrarian. Thank you ever so much for joining us here today on the channel. If you're new, of course consider subscribing, and if you're already subscribed, thank you ever so much. Your support is truly appreciated. So, many of you have probably been wondering what exactly I've been up to recently. Well, it's involved a lot of this. Splash of this. A little bit of this. And a big old helping of this. So, in today's video, we're in Dundee and I'm going to my favourite shop. Woohoo! Zoo Centre, Zoo Centre, woo! Okay, so we are home from Zoo Centre. That was much earlier in the day that was filmed. Now we have an absolutely amazing addition who we shall show you very soon. But first, in order to rehouse her, we need to clear out one of the previous tanks because I need an empty tank. So we've moved the Blabberus cranifer, the deathhead cockroaches, into a viv that has since come emptied. So we're going to quickly move the Blabberus cranifer into their setup, and then we're going to do a setup for our new arrival, and then I'm going to show you our new arrival, and oh, she is stunning. Okay, so the roaches are going to go into here. I've got most of them out. That's most of the roaches. There's still some in amongst the substrate, so the substrate that's in the tank we're going to take out, we're going to dump in here, then we're going to put all them in there, and then into the empty tank we're going to put our new arrival. So let's quickly crack on with that. Right, so that's all the substrate from the old tank in. We're going to throw these leaves in, just a bit of decoration and all that jazz. It's a bit of a mess just now, but it's a roach tank, so what do you expect? Foliage. So now let's get all our roaches in. Just look at, let's just get them in there. Just look at these guys. Let's put a bit of light on there just so you can get a proper look at them. I should probably set up my actual spotlight, but in they go. In they go indeed. You'll see there is a few isopods living with these guys as well. But off they go to explore their new environment. Lots and lots of lovely giant roaches. Oh, he's running away. He didn't want to be. Leave me alone, he says. Right, so now let's crack on with why we had to move these guys into here. So the first thing we bought from Zoo Centre was these lovely bits of cork bark, which we have buried to create hides. And then we have used coir, which we also bought from Zoo Centre, so it's really soaking wet just now because I've only just made it up not that long ago. And then we've decorated that with a couple of bits of moss, some rotten white wood that we gathered whenever it was. A bit of moss up the back there. But really, the whole purpose of this, this is kind of, I'll decorate this a wee bit more as we go. But I would like to introduce you to the absolute amazing, the beautiful, the stunning new addition that is going into this tank. She is a tank in herself. Can I get the tub into here? I would like to introduce you to this absolutely enormous, beautiful beast. Look at her. Okay, so let's get the lid off of this tub. Okay, here she is. She's a bit of a flicker, but that's cool. That's all right. Now, initially, my thoughts when I first saw her in the shop was Lasiodora Klugi. Just give you an idea of how big this girl is. I'm now kind of torn between whether she is indeed LP, Lasiodora parabayama, or whether she is a Klugi. And perhaps some of you guys could give an opinion on what you think this girl is. She is an absolute stunner, and I picked her up for an absolutely amazing deal through Zoo Centre. And from the moment I saw her, I knew I wanted her in my collection, because how could you not want this absolute beauty as part of your collection? So as I say, my initial thought when I first saw her, it was kind of, it was in a 3030 Exoterra. It was quite shaded, and as I say, I leant very much towards an immediate thought of Lasiodora Klugi. Once I got some real photographs of her and a proper look of her in the light, I was kind of torn. I wasn't overly sure. She's absolutely stunning regardless. I mean, no matter what she turns out to be, I think it's safe to say she is a stunner. She is a bit of a flicky girl. That's alright. So as I say, she was in a, there we go, flicky. She was in an Exoterra 30 centimetre cube, which is a little bit on the small side for something this size. So we're going to try and encourage her. She is absolutely stunning. And then she goes. Happy days. Off you plop into your new environment. As I say, perhaps a little bit on the damp side as of yet, but we have two hides. We have a beautiful big hide in here. We have a hide going into here. But you know, she is a big girl. There's her next to my hands. But she is a beautiful girl nonetheless. She's like, don't touch me. Do not touch me. But regardless, so yeah, let me know. Pop in the comments. Do you think she's Parahibana, or do you think she's perhaps a Klugi, as I'm really hoping she might be? Nonetheless, she is a very big, beautiful girl. I'm immediately in love with this one. I'm going to leave her to settle into her new tank. As I say, she was in a 30 centimetre Exoterra. We've moved her into a 45 centimetre Exoterra, 45 centimetre squared. And I want to build up on this, but we just picked her up today. It was kind of, do you want her? And I was like, of course I want her. So we kind of had to rush a few things around. But she's a beauty. She is an absolute beauty. Rather than using the light on the phone, I probably should have set up my spotlight, but it's late in the evening, and quite frankly, I couldn't be bothered. So it's just the light on my phone I'm using, as I say, to give you some kind of idea. She is indeed a big, beautiful girl. I'm guessing probably around about the 6 to 7 inch leg span, which is measured from the tip of the front leg diagonally across to the length of a back leg. So when you're looking at spider sizes, normally it is measured in diagonal leg span. So as I say, talking from the tip of a front leg diagonally across the carapace and to the tip of one of the hind legs. So I reckon she's a good 6 to 7 inches in size, and absolutely stunning. This little bald patch here would tell you that she has been flicking quite a bit. You can see the skin underneath is not too different to my own flesh colour, meaning that there's no immediate molt. If that skin there turns jet black under there, it means there is a molt due. But I think the best thing we can do for her right now is to let her settle into her new environment. And I suppose I better do something about all this mess I've created.